Vanakkam. Once again, I welcome you to today's presentation of import of goods and services and FEMA. Today, we are going to give a detailed discussion about the import payment settlement. What is the time limit that we have to discuss today? And before going to the presentation, I want to say one thing. The views expressed in this program are my views. It's for a clear understanding. I request the viewers, please go through the FEMA 1999. I am not responsible for any wrong interpretation. With this disclaimer, I am presenting the subject for easy understanding. So with this, I want to start the presentation. So time limit for the settlement of import payments. That is a very, very important thing because everybody wants to make the payment on time. What is the time limit allowed by the authorized dealer bank under FEMA? So time limit has been defined, has been classified into 4 parts. One is time limit for normal imports, time limit for deferred payment arrangements, time limit for import of goods, and 4th one is extension time. So there is a time limit for A, B, C. There is 1, 2, 3. Beyond that, if there is it possible for the person to make the extension, it is possible. That we will discuss now. Now, first we have to start with the settlement of normal imports. So everybody, whoever wants a goods, whoever imported the goods, they have to make the payment. The payment has to be done by the authorized dealer banks. The normal procedure is it should be completed not later than 6 months from the date of shipment. So first thing, it should be done within a period of 6 months, not later than 6 months. So within 6 months, they have to make the payment. That is, the importer has to make the payment to the supplier of the goods. The time allowed by the FEMA is 6 months. Due to COVID situation, this time limit has been extended to 12 months from 6 months. Provided that import should be made on or before 31/7/2020, but it is effective from 22/5/2020. So this is a thing. So 6 months has been extended to 12 months, but this extension is not applicable. This period of time limit is not applicable where the amount has been withheld towards guarantee of performance. Suppose if there is any guarantee of performance is there, and the bankers, they have the right to withhold the payment. So this time limit is not applicable for them. And sometimes there will be a delay due to the disputes. Disputes may be quantity, quality, or any other reason. And if the importer is in a financial difficulty, then authorized dealer bank may permit the late settlement. It is also possible under FEMA. So original rule is it has to be paid within 6 months, and it has been extended due to COVID up to 12 months. And in case due to this late payment, due to this delayed payment, the importer has to pay the interest to the supplier of the goods. So this can be done for a period up to 3 years. Beyond that, no interest is it will not be considered. So interest is payable only for a period up to 3 years. So this is a point that you have to bear in mind. Normal payment to be done within 6 months. This is normal rule. Due to COVID, they have extended beyond 6 months to 12 months. That is provided the import should be done on or before 31/7/2020. But if there is any dispute, if there is any case is there with reference to guarantee of performance, then the payment can be withheld. Now we are going for deferred payment arrangement. What is deferred payment arrangement? Because sometimes the payment you need not pay now, you pay the amount later. If there is a specific arrangement with reference to deferred payment arrangement between the seller, between the importer, then this is possible, but this is possible up to a period, within a period of 5 years from the date of shipment, then you have to make the payment. This type of credit is called as trade credit. This type of credit is trade credit is given by the supplier of the goods to the importer. This is also possible. This is also allowed under FEMA. For this, the one has to follow the procedural guidelines laid down in Master Circular for ECB and trade credit. This is a thing you have to bear in mind. And now you have to import the goods. For this, there is no restriction of time. At any time you can make the payment. There is no restriction. That is the rule of 6 months or 1 year. That is 12 months are not applicable for the time limit for towards the settlement for import of goods are not applicable. Now, extension of time. This is a very, very important thing. Yes, who has got the power to extend the time? Under FEMA, the power has been given to authorized dealer category 1 bank. They can consider the extension of time for settlement of import dues. But there will be reasons why they are considering this. 6 months at a time, they can extend. Suppose if the amount is due now, due to some other reasons, if the importer, they are not able to make the payment, then the authorized dealer bank can extend make the payment for 6 months, not 2 months, 3 months, 6 months at a time. But this can be done for the maximum period of 3 years. That is 5 times they can do the extension to 6 months, 3 years. So 6 times they can do the extension. Then this can be done irrespective of the invoice value. There is no restriction whether it is $1 lakh or $5 lakh or $1 crore. This extension of time can be given by the authorized dealer bank irrespective of the invoice value. And what are the reasons based on which this authorized dealer can do the extension? It is disputes with reference to quantity or quality of the goods. This is the first reason, because the importer is not settled with the quantity, is not satisfied with the quality of the goods. Then they can defer the payment, they can make the payment, they can extend the payment. And non-fulfillment of terms of contract. Sometimes in the contract they say that I have imported the machinery, the supply has to come to India, they have to install the machinery, they have to do the trial run, and if it is not done, then there's a violation or a non-fulfillment of terms of contract. That is also possible. Financial difficulties of the importer, that may also be considered, because if the authorized dealer satisfied that the financial difficulty plays a very, very vital role. So they can extend the time. And in case if the importer has filed a case against the supplier of the goods, so that can also be the reason based on which authorized dealer can extend the time. And Reserve Bank also has given instruction. Reserve Bank also has got the right to give extension of time. So that is also possible. So they can extend they can also extend the time. Sometimes Reserve Bank has given the sector specific guidelines. Say for diamond industry, they say that a payment can be deferred. So for rough cut and polished diamond. So authorized dealer category 1 can extend the time. This is with the reference to extension of time. What are the other reasons? But before giving the extension, the authorized dealer category 1 bank has to ensure that there should not be any investigation conducted by Directorate of Enforcement, CBA, or other investigation agencies against the import transaction. This is suppose if there is any investigation under this Directorate of Enforcement or CBA or other investigation agencies, has to be no extension of time will be given. Next one is extension beyond 1 year. So here they say that once in 6 months they can do the extension, but to 1 year, authorized dealer bank they have extended. Suppose if the extension goes beyond 1 year, what is the rule? They say that lower of the two. One is total outstanding of the importer should not or does not exceed $1 million or 10% of the average import remittances during the preceding 2 financial years, whichever is lower. So with this, they can, if the party has fulfilled this condition, then to that extent they can extend the time. But in case of a new concern, there will not be any 2 financial years. So according to me, in case it is a new unit, extension beyond 1 year can be, I mean, it's restricted only up to beyond 1 year. It is not possible for them to extend the transaction, because if you want to extend the transaction beyond 1 year, both the conditions of total outstanding or 10% of the average import remittances should be satisfied. So this is my view. And in the extension report, they have to mention in the remarks column that the extension has been done. The report, they have to mention that in the remarks column, that extension details, everything should be clearly mentioned. What are the other situations? In case nothing is fulfilled, nothing is covered, or if the thing is beyond the above limits, that is beyond 3 years, if the transaction goes, then the authorized dealer bank, they have to inform the regional office of the Reserve Bank. So the jurisdiction, you know it, another part of presentation is discussed. The residence of the importer is the jurisdiction of the Reserve Bank of India. That is regional office of the Reserve Bank of India. Sometimes you can file the same thing beyond other, I mean, go to the other jurisdiction also, but you have to get RBI permission. Then you can file the same in other jurisdictional area. Here, the rule is authorized dealer has to refer the matter to the regional office of RBI or regional office of RBI. And all the extension details has to be reported in data processing and monitoring system. And as per the message of bill of entry extension, that you have to mention bill of entry extension in IDMPS, and the extension details should be clearly mentioned in the IDMPS. That is import data processing and monitoring system. So this is this you have to follow. And this is a basic thing I want to say about the import of payment settlement. This point you have to bear in mind. We will go slowly so that we can easily understand. And thank you all very much for watching this program patiently. And we will meet you in other presentation. Nandri, Vanakkam.